Today's topic: what to do with pain in Germanische Heilkunde. Welcome to International Academy Germanische Heilkunde by Dr. Hamer, MD. My name is John Holletauer. At GHK Academy, I'm responsible for representing the original seminar program, according to Dr. Hamer, in the English language. Pain is not always a sign of the healing phase. In some special programs, pain is a symptom of the conflict active phase. In Germanische Heilkunde, you don't have to memorize everything. There are common threads. Once you have recognized these common threads, you can deduce many things. Which SPS hurt in the healing phase and which in the active phase. In glandular tissue, which is the yellow group, we have cell proliferation in the active phase and tuberculous degradation in the healing phase. This is where the healing phase hurts. The sore, the middle ear infection, the intestinal colic, the appendix, etc. In the glandular-like tissue, which is the yellow-orange striped group, we also have cell proliferation in the active phase and tuberculous degradation in the healing phase. In this case, the healing phase hurts. The pimple, the healing phase of the mammary carcinoma and the healing phase of pleural cancer. The connective tissue, which is the orange group, necrotizes in the active phase, so it makes cell minus. In the bone, this cell minus is also called osteolysis. Unfortunately, the active phase does not hurt here, so the process goes unnoticed as the holes in the bones or in the lymph node becomes larger and larger. But the healing phase, on the other hand, is usually immediately noticeable. After the conflict is resolved, the holes are filled again during the swelling, which hurts up to the crisis. With the crisis, the swelling goes down, and so does the pain. And in the end of the healing phase, the tissue remains thicker than before. The healing phase hurts in the orange group. It gets somewhat more complicated with the squamous epithelium. The squamous epithelium is the red group. It ulcerates in the active phase and is repaired in the healing phase under swelling. And the crisis here is always the absence. Squamous epithelium is the developmentally youngest tissue, and Dr. Hamer thought that it sprouts from the sinuses and lines the mouth and throat. It migrated into the pharynx, into the small curvature of the stomach, to the first section of the duodenum. Here the squamous epithelium stops. But it also migrates about 12 centimeters up the rectum, the vagina, and the entire urinary tract. When the ring structure of this ring-shaped animal was ruptured, this squamous organ was without nerve connections and had to be rewired with nerves. Sensory-wise, this organ was connected to the outer skin. Motor-wise, they had to be rewired through the spinal cord, which can be clearly seen in paraplegia. People with true paraplegia need diapers because they can't hold feces or urine. In the squamous epithelium, we have two patterns, the outer skin pattern and the galled mucus pattern. The outer skin pattern is numb in the active phase and also hurts in the healing phase. This is the neurodermatitis, the fever blister, eczema, cystitis, the external hemorrhoids. So this is where the pain starts after conflict resolution. On the other hand, the galled mucus pattern hurts in the active phase. The duodenal ulcer, the gastric ulcer, the esophagus, the ulcer of the oral mucous membrane, the hole in the teeth, thus caries, and Chianobacteris. This is the active loss of territory conflict and very important. The periosteum, thus rheumatism. If you solve the conflict here, the pain is gone. So, when a person complains about a painful bladder infection, that is the outer skin pattern. Then you know he is in the healing phase. If, on the other hand, he complains about a painful stomach ulcer, then this follows the gullet mucosa pattern. Then you know he has not resolved this conflict. He is still in the conflict active phase. As mentioned before, the crisis in the squamous is always the absence. If the active phase is numb, the crisis is also sensory numb and without pain. However, the crisis is also painful if the active phase is painful. In the outer skin pattern, the crisis is numb. The neurodermatitis in the crisis is numb, as well as cystitis. On the other hand, one has violent pain in the crisis in the stomach ulcer. Likewise, the heart attack patient again has very severe angina during the crisis. So, when the child complains of pain and carries, it may be the active phase or the crisis. You see, in Germanische Heilkunde, you don't have to learn everything by heart. You can deduce a lot of things once you have found these common threads. If you, dear students, have understood this teaching, then you know why you have a symptom or another. And if you know why you have a certain symptom, then you also know what to do to get well again. I hope you enjoy your continued study, and goodbye. Until the following video.
Germanische Heilkunde is considered by those who have understood its underlying principles to be the most significant discovery in known human history. While conventional medicine is based on more than 5,000 hypotheses, Germanische Heilkunde can be proven at any time to be the only medicine that is scientifically verifiable. With Germanische Heilkunde, for the first time in recorded human history, there is a scientifically verifiable medicine for each patient case. More than 30 medical universities have already confirmed this in the past. Still, Dr. Hamer's discoveries have been suppressed and denigrated for over 40 years. Take your health into your own hands and learn Germanische Heilkunde while you are still healthy. For this purpose, the GHK International Academy offers you an extensive program of seminar tutorials from the basics through the organ level to the psychoses. This seminar program will change your relationship with your body and your health once and for all. You will find the direct link to the homepage of the GHK International Academy below the video.